I could think about was, oh, I could be the first male to win Western States and UTMB in the same year. I made lots of mistakes in the build-up to UTMB. I became the person that I never wanted to become. I had no process goals, I hadn't thought anything through. Yeah, I was running scared for the whole thing because all I wanted to do was win. And inevitably, everything caught up with me. Yeah, the wheels massively came off. Yeah, I got taken into a refuge, and pretty scary at the age of 31, being told that we think you've had a heart attack. So I think taking a step back, like it took me a while post UTMB to get back into the swing of things. I took time off sort of to, just to relax and enjoy being human again, and didn't train very much. And I think hadn't planned on racing at the end of the year, but yeah, needed to race, wanted to put the demons of UTMB behind me with the lessons that I'd learned. Got back into training, gave myself that accountability to start training again, and things were sort of starting to click, everything going in the right direction, gaining my self-confidence back, had a really good plan going into Cape Town. And on, maybe it was 4 days before the race, on one of my sort of final proper runs, running in what's sort of deemed to be a fairly safe space, out on the trails, two guys walking towards me, didn't think anything of it. Sort of, I took a half step off the trail so they could keep going, and as I took the half step off, sort of got rugby tackled, clotheslined by these guys. Yeah, you start shouting for help because there's not an awful lot you can do. I went into fight mode straight away and sort of wrestled with them, and I have no idea how long it lasted for. It felt like it was an age. Then sort of the situation then massively changes when out of one of the bags, two knives come out, and you've got a, 9-inch sharp kitchen knife held on your neck, and you can sort of feel it pressing into your Adam's apple, and if it goes a centimetre towards you, that's you. In that month in Cape Town, there were 7 muggings on the trails, 5 of whom were killed. Yeah, had you made a tiny different decision, had I chosen to fight for a second longer or a second less, the end game could have quite literally been the end game. I wanted nothing to do with trail running, I wanted nothing to do with South Africa, I wanted absolutely nothing. I just needed to get out of that environment as quickly as I could. I gave up everything so I could run, and for that to be taken away by 2 people and you think you're going to be killed is pretty tough. Start of the year, going to Australia, helping Soph out with her training, but also doing a lot of my own training. That then led to racing the sort of national cross-country scene. Yeah, I ended up qualifying for cross-country world champs. So after doing cross-country world championships, the plan was then to go to Transvolcania in La Palma. It's one of the most beautiful islands in the world. The people are absolutely incredible. I left the highest point of the island in 5th place, and on the descent got into 2nd place, and it was really special to be able to finish and cross the line with not just a teammate but a really good friend. We used what we did and knew that this was going to be a really good stepping stone to build on for the rest of the season. I think the lessons learned from this race is spend more time at altitude, just to make sure that I'm fully ready for those parts at the UTMB course. I then decided to go out to the Dolomites. So we are in Cortina and we are here to race the Lavaredo 120-kilometer race. I really wanted to do a similar race to UTMB before UTMB, running at night and then also in similar sorts of terrain.
From the UK, Tom Evans. Woo! Good job, Tom.
Definitely points where I thought that the best decision was to pull out, because this was all about learning lessons, and by about 80k I thought I'd learned all the lessons I needed to, but actually by sticking with it and staying mentally tough and getting the job done, it sort of just allowed me to learn some more lessons that are going to be super useful at 9 weeks before my main race. I think it's really healthy to put yourself in the hurt locker a little bit and just prepares you both physically but more importantly mentally. I raced UTMB in 2023 pretty arrogantly from the front. I wasn't patient. I made a lot of mistakes. Whether this year will be a complete success, who knows, but all I know is I will do everything between now and then to try and make that happen.